Another idea that we want to explore with you is how to determine if two lines are parallel to each other or if two lines are perpendicular to each other. And we can tell that by their slope. So let's look at these first two sets of points and determine their slopes. First one is y2 minus y1, so let's go 4 minus a 2 over a 1 minus a 3. Gives me a slope of 2 over negative 2, negative 1. So the slope of this line is a negative 1. The second line, my second slope, y2 minus y1. So again, it doesn't matter which set of points I determine as my 1 or my 2, as long as I keep it consistent. So let's say this first one's my x1, x2, y2, x1, y1s. So I have 8 minus 6 over 2 minus 4 gives me 2 over negative 2 equals negative 1. Both of the slopes of these two lines are equal. They both have a slope of negative 1. So that means that they're going to run parallel. To determine if lines are perpendicular, and I have an example here that will be perpendicular, we can also determine by their slopes. So let's find the slope of the first line. Slope equals negative 9 minus 6 over minus 6 minus a 3 equals a negative 15 over a negative 9. Reduce that down to 5/3. So the slope of that first line has a slope of 5/3. And that doesn't mean it's a fraction. It just means that it's rise over its run. For every 3 units to the right, it goes up 5 units. So it has a slope of 5/3. The second line, its slope is negative 8 minus 1. That's y2 minus y1. And it's x2, 10 minus a negative 5. So that equals negative 9 over 15, or equals a negative 3/5. Well, the slopes here, one is 5/3, or 5/3, the other one's negative 3/5. If their slopes when multiplied equal a negative 1, so for example, 5/3 times negative 3/5, if I were to multiply them out, gives me a negative 15 over a 15, which equals a negative 1. If their slopes when multiplied out equals a negative 1, then it said that the slopes are to be perpendicular.